Cheers! Welcome back. We are eating mussels. How do you say that in Vietnamese?
Chép.
Curry. Right?
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry, but in Vietnamese
Gariga.
You leo.
This is, so the cucumbers are actually from my mom's garden that she grew organically.
She has a forest.
Yeah, she has a food forest, an urban food forest, which is incredible. Chicken curry. So originally we were going to do bánh, but my mom was like, hey, I'm making curry today. So obviously free food.
Yeah,
hey.
save money. And then we have our bread, which is our bánh.
Oh yeah, baguettes, come on.
Baguettes.
Half and half.
Cheers. Cheers. And then we have our
muối tiêu chanh, always muối tiêu chanh with like literally everything. So how do you eat your bread? Because I always eat the center first.
I do that too.
Isn't that the weirdest thing? But it's so soft.
I probably learned
so
that
yummy.
from you.
Probably. If you guys didn't know this, I raised Jacqueline.
Half of my life. Yeah, I usually do that, and then I start peeling it. Yeah, that's what I do too.
So funny story, because I did actually raise Jacqueline for the first half of her life. I was 13, going on 14, and our family owned a restaurant in Oceanside. So we all lived together in this small 3-bedroom apartment.
This is good.
And my dad had sent us to Stater Brothers, which is in the same strip mall as our restaurant. I don't know if you remember this, but I would carry Jacqueline.
I don't.
So I would carry Jacqueline, little 4-year-old Jacqueline, you know, into Stater Brothers to purchase whatever it was that our dads asked me to pick up.
What is Stater Brothers?
Stater Brothers is just a grocery store chain.
Oh, okay. So like a Vons or like...
Yeah, it's like a Vons, Albertsons kind of thing. So I get the stuff and I'm carrying her because she won't go into a shopping cart. This kid is weird. So then we're in line and I'm holding a bag of food and I'm carrying her and she's trying to get candy and I'm like, no, you can't have candy. We're about to go eat dinner.
How old was I?
You were like, I was 13, so you were like 2.
Oh, I'm so smart.
She really wanted candy, like hardcore.
I'm so smart.
Like legit wanted candy. And so there's these 2 chicks like behind us arguing. Straight up just arguing. And I can hear them going, it's her daughter. No, it's her sister. It's her daughter. It's her sister. Because, you know, Asian people, I guess you really can't tell how old we are. I could be like 40 with a child.
Guess her age right now.
No, don't. Well, yeah, guess my age. Please don't go too high. That'll hurt my feelings. But, so they're arguing behind us. So I turn around and I go, well, actually, I'm 13 and she's my cousin. And they both just shut up. And it was just the funniest thing. I was like, okay,
that
all
is
you
so
have to do
funny.
was ask, right? Like, all they had to do was
funny.
ask. I would have told them how old we were.
They just wanted to test themselves or challenge themselves.
No.
Oh, really good. It's super flavorful.
My mom makes bomb-ass curry.
My mom makes anything good, I feel like.
She does. My mom is like a huge YouTube watcher. So the reason why she learned... This curry is so good.
Yeah, it's super good. I'm not a crazy curry person. I mean, I'll eat it. I think I like Thai curry better. But this is really good. The mussel's really good too.
You know what's funny is Charlie and I, we don't really care for curry.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't on keto, he'd have 2 bowls of that to himself.
Oh. Wait, he can't have this because of the...
Potatoes and the coconut milk. And...
Oh, he can't have coconut milk?
Oh, no, not the coconut milk, but the potatoes and stuff. All the starch that's in here. And the sugar, because...
Oh, the sugar.
There's a lot of sugar.
So I went to the doctor's.
Yeah, what happened to you yesterday?
I went to the doctor's because I've been constipated. A little TMI. I've been constipated for 13 days on...
Oh my god.
Wait, yesterday, yeah, 13 days. And it was not painful, but it was a lot of discomfort and uneasiness in my stomach. I couldn't sleep. And
yeah, 13 days is a long time.
Yeah, there was definitely a food baby in there. And I took Marilax, laxatives, Corlays, fiber. I could fiber, probiotic, prebiotic.
They ask you how
Nothing
you are.
was
You just have to
working.
say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
So I went to the doctors, and then they had to shove like this wax, lubricant, bullet looking like 2 of them in my butthole, and yeah, and I got a pap smear, so I had a plastic tube into my.
You were all kinds of
Right.
violated
And-
yesterday.
And I got my boobs checked. Cause
I feel like, do you need your boobs checked though? How old are you?
I'm 24. But then he just said I don't need it, but he can just do it. Might as well if I wanted to, just to check to make sure.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
since
so
you're
I was
there.
like, okay, sure. And then I had to shove the bullets in my butthole. Like hold it in my stomach for 30 minutes. And then so I was weighing 5 pounds more than I usually weigh. And then after I pooped it all out, I was 5 pounds less. I weighed myself this morning and I lost 5 pounds. So I had 5 pounds of food and poop in my stomach. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
But I don't have that many memories when you were taking care of me, but I have a lot of memories with Dinah. When I slammed that laptop in her head, when we played Teletubbies, when she smashed my head against the wall.
So my sister and Jacqueline were so violent towards each other, and it was so bad. So the day that Jacqueline threw the laptop at Dinah's head, so just think, this is like late 90s, almost 2000s. This was like 1999, 2000 era. Laptops are heavy, like legit. This thing, you know, our family had one laptop, and it was like this big, and it was thick and heavy. And Jacqueline and Dinah somehow got into a fight, and Dinah,
Because we were playing Teletubbies, and you know how
so at least you remember the
No,
fight.
I know why I slammed that laptop in her head. It's because when we played Teletubbies, we smashed bellies together. So I'm like, ah, Lala, and she's like, Po, and we're running, and I jumped, and she was like, oh, nope, and then I smashed my face against the wall, and I was so pissed, and I was like, I'm gonna get her back. I freaking took her laptop, her head, like 10-pound laptop, and bam, right across her face.
Right here.
Oh, I mean on her head.
On her forehead.
On her
so
head.
like she had a gap. So I'm in the bedroom, and I hear crying and screaming, and I run out, and it's just
Yeah, I was crying, not Dinah.
this one was crying, and Dinah was like bleeding, and blood is just gushing out of her head. So I called a restaurant to get one of the adults to come home, because
Yeah, and
I'm a teenager. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think my mom just put Chinese medicine on it and
Stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Like
That was it.
literally, my aunt was like, "Oh, that's nothing here."
Yeah. She
And
didn't
it
even
was
go to
just
the
like-
hospital.
Right. I was
She-
just like,
our parents like, nope, she ain't going.
I was like, this is nothing. You got this. But
Oh.
it worked. Like, that's the crazy part. It literally, but I
It
was
was
like,
strong.
she was crying, I'm crying, and
Yeah.
Dinah was like,
Yeah. I was crying because I think it was
no, you were afraid you were going to get in trouble.
Yeah. So
I was crying because I saw a lot of blood. I thought my sister was going to
I
die.
think it's because Jerry's mom was like, or my mom or one of our moms was like, you're gonna go to jail. And
Your mom.
Oh, and I started crying.
Your mom tried to scare you. I don't know what the heck. How
There was another time, I don't know if you remember this, but Dinah was drowning me in the pool and you came to save me. And yeah, that was it. That's when you became my favorite. When you saved me from me drowning in the pool. She pushed me in the pool and I was literally drowning for a whole minute. And then you're like, what the heck, Dinah? And then you like yanked me out. I was like, oh, Cam's my favorite now.
Mind you, I don't know how to swim, but I jumped in there to get her out.
It was 3
because
feet.
I still don't know how to swim.
No.
You know,
I didn't either.
I was barely 4 feet tall.
I know, and I was like 1 foot.
Right. So, oh geez, just childhood memories. I don't remember that at all. Oh my god. It's just so incredible. Like, I feel so blessed because it was such a crazy journey to get here, you know? Did you see that what I shared on Facebook basically yesterday was, well, August 11th was the day we found out the gender. We had that gender reveal
Yeah, I
video
think I
that
saw.
my friend's husband made for us.
Mhm.
And it's like, to get to that journey, to even get a gender was amazing. And now like I have this little girl who's almost 8 months old, and she's like standing and healthy, walking and healthy and happy, and it's just it's insane. Like this is such a trip.
You should be so proud.
I feel so incredibly blessed. Like it's amazing. Like life could not be better.
Yeah, I have it picked out. I even had my wedding ring picked out.
So Danny told me he didn't really like your ring too much.
Yeah, he doesn't. But
he's going to get it for you because it's what you want.
Not. He's like not really against it.
He's still fighting it?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
But the one that he likes is not that. That's my second pick too.
Oh,
the one he likes. But like if I were to get the second pick, I wouldn't be too mad. Whatever. So,
to be honest, like,
I guess I don't care.
Like, to be honest, like, I kind of have to agree. It's your ring.
It's Danny's ring.
No.
It's Danny's hand. He's wearing it.
I mean, I have to agree with Danny because I don't really like your shape. I love you.
Alright. That's why I'm not opposed to my second option, which is what he likes, the princess cut.
I feel like, you know, for a special cut diamond like that, like specialty shape, it should be more like a push present or something like that. And then your engagement ring itself be a little bit more classic in shape.
That's what he likes too.
Only because you're wearing it every single day.
Yeah.
So you want it to like look the same every single day, kind of. The only thing I got differently was that my center stone is a morganite, so it's pink. And I had to have the pink because I'm like, I want a pink stone. It's so pretty. And I love what it stands for because morganite basically stands for divine love.
Okay.
And I think mine and Charlie's
underlying meaning over here. Wow. Did you try our mussel yet? It's really good.
So good.
Is this a potato? This is humongous.
Taro.
Oh, taro here. You can have it.
You don't like taro?
No, you can have it.
This is sweet potato.
Oh,
the
yeah.
purple ones.
Yeah. I'll take sweet. This one? What's this one? What's that?
No, taro.
Oh. Thanks.
Isn't that so good?
No.
So my dress, literally, I was like, I really wanted to like stay on budget with my wedding.
Oh yeah.
And not like go super crazy. So I knew I wanted a sweetheart neckline and a ball gown.
A ballerina? Like a little ballerina?
Like a ball gown, like a big ball gown. Like a princess.
Isn't that what's it called though? A ballerina?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh,
like Cinderella? Oh, okay.
Like they just call that ball gown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was pretty. It was really fluffy.
Super fluffy. So I go into the dress shop and I go, hi, I'm looking for a princess ball gown with a sweetheart neckline, but my budget is like $500. Jacqueline, my dress was $499.99.
A round of applause.
But of course, you know, we live in San Diego, so there was like the retail tax and all that stuff. But how funny was that? It was like, so the sales girls were like, is this it? I'm like, oh my god, that's it.
That's the one.
I'm done. She's the one. And they're like, no, but do you want to try something else on and this?
No.
I was like, no, this is it. Like, stop.
When I know.
Right, like stop trying. Well, this one has softer fabric. No, because that's $200 more. Like, no, this is it. I would like this one, please.
No one's touching your dress.
Right. It was so funny. I was like, do you want more? No, I don't want anything else. Like, this is it. Like, if you please stop selling me more stuff. Like, I found the dress. Like.
Yes. Yeah, I think it really suits you though. The princess. I like a more sleek.
Oh, I can see that.
Like a more sleek, I don't like really puffy ones like yours, because I feel like my style is different. I think I want like a very simple, like silk slip dress. And then it was only for $1,000, and that's totally in my budget. It's like $1,000. All right, give me that now.
Yeah. Well, Charlie and I are gonna celebrate our 5-year wedding anniversary with a taco truck.
Mm-hmm. I love tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come?
You're invited. It'll be for like the younger generation family and all our friends.
And all the boyfriends and girlfriends. Inside joke.
Yeah, Danny can come.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I can get my boyfriend go.
Don't choke.
But my dad will not. He's gonna throw me a wedding. And he's gonna make me do the tea ceremony. Because I'm not the oldest, but I'm the youngest. So
For you it's different. It's because you're a girl too.
yeah. My brother, like, I don't think he cares what he does.
Like, I feel like my dad wouldn't care too much about my brother. Because he's a boy, so he could literally impregnate his girlfriend. My dad would be like, cool.
Great, that's what I wanted.
But can you imagine if I came home and be like, Daddy, I'm pregnant? Where is he? You're getting married tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. I think same.
And mind you, my dad isn't even that traditional. But he'd be like, no.
Yeah.
You are not having a bastard child.
Yeah, her dad is not that traditional. No, he is in some sense, but he's very more relaxed.
He's super chill.
Super chill. The chillest out of the whole his freaking family. We've been recording for an hour. Oh my god, that's gonna be so much footage. Pray for me. Oh my god, you just like ran out. Yeah, it's okay.
Speaking of food going everywhere, so Charlie was watching our first video. And I guess I had a piece of crab on my chin. And then he goes, sweetheart, look, you got food on your face. And it's going to transfer to your hair. And it's going to stick there for a long time. And he goes, so maybe you and Jacqueline should do food checks every once in a while to make sure there's no food in the hair or the face.
I think I did see that piece of crab, but I didn't say anything.
And the truth comes out,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I think because you turned your head and your hair kind of like, I was like, oh man, she got a piece of crab in her. But I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not really good with confrontation, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
My husband was. It was more of like roasting me, like, you see right there. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Want to hear a really funny story? Okay. It's a really funny story. This whole mukbang is about poop. Okay, so there's 2 servers in the morning. Danny was one of them, and we don't have public restrooms for people just because we're in downtown, so we do have like a lot of homeless people. So this lady, a big lady, comes in and Danny's in the front. It's like, I gotta use your bathroom, I can't hold it in, all this stuff. And then Danny's like, no ma'am, customers only. She's like, no, I really have to go. And Danny was like, okay, fine, go. So then she ended up going. As she's walking out, she was wearing, you know, that heather gray color. Poop stains all over her butt. Like pants. Walking out. And that was it. And then Danny goes into the bathroom. She pooped all over the walls, the floors, the toilet. Like, it was a volcano that erupted. The kitchen. But
I would have been like, Danny, since you let her in, you're cleaning it.
But guess what happened? Okay, so, but it's also kind of rude because she didn't say anything to us. She didn't try to clean up her mess. And we were nice enough to let her use the bathroom. And then, but she just
just
exploded.
FYI, nobody is that courteous.
Yeah, so I know. But then, it's just embarrassing because she has poop stains all over her freaking pants. And then, he works in the morning shift. So I come in, I was working the night shift. And then I come in, but the manager is there all day, which is our manager, Vin, or used to be manager. And I was the host. And I was like, chillin'. She comes back with her family to eat. She comes back with her family.
And he recognized her?
Yes, because she was wearing the same outfit. She just changed her pants. She had like a turban on. She was still the same, wearing that same turban, same shirt. She just changed her pants. And then she came in with her family of 6. And our policy is that if it's 6 or more, it's an 18% grad on the table.
Yeah.
They were trying to fight against me for the 18%. Like, they didn't want to pay the 18%. So my manager came over. I was like, look, you know what? How about you guys just all leave? Because first of all, you came in the morning, you made a big mess in front of her family. And in the bathroom, you didn't clean it, you didn't tell us. Like, it was very rude and inconsiderate. And now you guys aren't willing to pay the 18%. So how about you guys just all leave? And then the husband was like, why do I gotta leave? I got nothing to do with her. It was her fault. Why can't I stay? And then my manager was, sir, you guys came in together. Y'all gonna leave together.
The walls, the windows, the wall, all over the stalls.
Like,
oh Lord, no. See, like if waitressing wasn't so like physically demanding, like
yeah.
I could have stuck with that as my career path.
It is.
Because
it really is.
it's super physically demanding. So like, if you ever go to a restaurant and you're eating, please don't be a jackass to your server, to your busser.
Tip your servers.
Tip your servers. You know, be nice to the bussers. Like, don't throw trash all over the table. Don't make a huge mess. Like, yes, it is their job to clean it up, but it's not their job to clean up after you.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense, right? Like it's their job to clean up the mess that's there, but it's not their job to completely clean up after you and the complete buffoonery that you created for them. Like,
yeah,
I always stack my plates, you know.
It's like,
I try to be as neat and tidy when I leave, because it's such a physically demanding job. And it's so emotionally wrecking sometimes. Like, people are mean for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, you really, seriously, if you're going out to a restaurant and you're angry, take it to go.
Not a lot of people like salt and vinegar, but dang,
It's so good. It's
so
such a good combo. Oh my
I
God.
love salt and vinegar.
You know, when Charlie and I were in Hawaii,
What island did you guys go to?
we went to Oahu and then we went to Waikiki. I mean, not Waikiki, sorry, Kauai. So when we were there, we went to one of their grocery stores and they had malted vinegar chicken wings.
Oh
my
so
God.
like salted vinegar? No, wait. Like
So
salt and
vinegar-
pepper, but instead it's like malt vinegar.
So it's like malted vinegar, so it's like a sweeter vinegar and salt.
Is that what malt is?
I think so.
I thought malt was fake vinegar or something. Oh.
No, malted vinegar is just a different vinegar. Like, it's not as crazy sour or something like that.
Oh, I see.
But Jacqueline, vinegar salted chicken wings.
Sounds so good.
Oh my God.
Sounds so
oh my
good.
God. We need to find it here and do a mukbang on that. That is super
Do you
bomb.
think they have it here? Where'd you get it? Like what store?
I can't remember.
Oh. Yeah, we do want to go Hawaii though. But I think Asia-wise, we want to go to Korea and Thailand. And then in the States, either New York or Hawaii.
We definitely want to go back to Hawaii.
Yeah. Hawaii's freaking beautiful. It's probably the best state in the States. Asia. You haven't gone back to Vietnam.
No.
She was born in Vietnam. That's why her Vietnamese is so good. What?
That's not why.
Cái gì?
Tiếng Việt của chị hai giỏi không phải là tại vì chị hai sanh bên Việt Nam, nhưng mà tại chị hai giỏi.
Không có hiểu. Her Vietnamese is probably the best out of all the cousins. Second best, I would probably give the title to me. And then third best, they're all tied for third. You were born in Vietnam. That's why your Vietnamese is better than mine. If I were born in Vietnam,
I came here when I was 2.
but that's the primary age.
I'm sorry, no, I got here. Well, I left Vietnam when I was like 2.5. And then
That's
we were
literally-
refugees in the Philippines. And then I got here March 1989 when I was 3, almost 4.
That's literally the prime age of learning a language. I'm just trying to justify.
Jacqueline, you didn't even speak English until you were older too. I spoke Vietnamese to you when you were a baby.
I know, but you were born in Vietnam. I was surrounded by Americans. You were surrounded by Vietnamese during that age.
Jacqueline, you were surrounded by Vietnamese. You were only surrounded by our entire family, who was all Vietnamese.
Well, I don't know if I told you, but I'm trying to improve my Vietnamese. So I'm taking courses on it. But the course.
Why are you paying somebody? I could teach you.
No, it's free.
I could teach you. What do you want to learn?
I don't know. Like you're gonna, I don't know. Teach me. No, it's just it's just this app that I just follow. I'm just in a weird state because I know how to read and write and speak I would say moderate, and then these courses, like I'm stronger in reading, but I'm weaker in writing, and then it's just too easy for me when I read it, and it's just a little hard when I write it, so I'm like, what the heck? And then I'm trying to learn Chinese, Mandarin and Cantonese, because I do know a little bit of Cantonese, but I thought it would be good for me to learn more Cantonese, but I also want to learn Mandarin because Mandarin's a new universal language.
我习惯了.
Ni hao.
I said I like.
Oh, I said hello.
我习惯.
But I'm watching what's it called, movies or shows in Mandarin.
对，很好了.
I'm not that far yet.
So the way I
learning
learned Mandarin is I legit started watching like Taiwanese dramas.
I know, me too.
like the teeny bopper dramas. So
Yeah. I'm watching one right now.
like I watched like Fated to Love You and
I
like
heard
Rainy Yang has like really great dramas.
I heard Fated to Love You is really good if I want to cry.
It's all they're all good. Like and it started with a kiss 1 and 2. So here's the problem though. So the way that I learned Mandarin, I would watch these Taiwanese dramas, right?
Yeah.
And I would pick one character, and usually it's the main character because
The main guy.
the girl.
Oh, you like?
No. I always pick the main girl to learn from. So I learn her dialect, the way she speaks. So all of these dramas that I'm watching, though, all the girls are very needy, and they cry all the time. So the way that I learn Mandarin, Jacqueline, is 我爱你很多，为什么你不爱我？为什么？
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
So like, that's how I learned Mandarin, and it's ridiculous, but it worked. You're like, 我饿了，宝贝啊，我饿了。You know what's crazy? Like, I love and appreciate technology so much, but nothing beats a book for me.
Oh, I know. I heard about that too.
Like for me,
book
I have
readers,
to.
they really enjoy holding the book in their hand, smelling it.
So I enjoy smelling the paper. It's really weird, but
or like a brand new book, smelling it.
yes,
I
cracking. So I like to crack the spine up. My husband is super crazy when it comes to his books. When you look at Charlie's books, you can tell which ones are his that he bought brand new because the spines aren't cracked.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of books. The
Yeah.
only books I have are textbooks.
And that's 3. You know, that shelving is 3 down,
I know.
and it's filled with books. And then we also have books downstairs too.
Yeah.
It's so funny. We both have a set of Harry Potter books.
What's your favorite book that made you cry?
Oh, I cry all the time with all my books.
What's your favorite Harry Potter book?
The second one.
The Goblet of Fire?
Mm-hmm. Goblet of Fire.
Can't say that far. But one book that made me really cry, my organic chemistry book.
Well, chem. I think that would make anybody cry. I can read the same book over and over again.
Yeah.
Just like rewatching
if
the
you
same
really,
movie.
yeah. If
Because
you really like
for
it.
me, I'm reliving that memory in my head, and it's like, oh, this is my favorite part of the movie, or you know, whatever it is. Like, I love my books, and you know, like I said, you're welcome to borrow any book.
I really love math. Just really odd. I really enjoy calculus. Physics is probably my pride and joy is physics. Why are you barfing?
Math.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Should have majored in physics, but I chose biology.
You still can?
No. No, thank you. And
mind you, I came to the States when I was 4. I didn't take any additional Vietnamese classes. This one took Vietnamese school. Went to Vietnamese school from the time she was 5 to how old were you?
I was 7.
Okay, so from the time you were 7 to how old?
19.
So you tell me whose Vietnamese should be better.
But it ain't because I wasn't born in Vietnam. I'm telling you, it's because you were born there.
That is not a reason. That is not even a valid reason.
Yeah, because I mean, I went to school, but it was only 2 hours a week. It wasn't like crazy intensive.
Jacqueline, if you add the entire time that you went to Vietnamese school, the hours, 2 hours a week, versus how long I lived in Vietnam. No, you're a math whiz. Go ahead and do the math. Give me a pen.
I got it. 52 weeks.
No, wait, here. So,
all right, I'm gonna pull out my phone too then.
all right. So let's see this. There's 24 hours in a day.
And you were there, let's say 2 to 4, right? Let's say
No,
3.
let's just say 24 times 365. That's 8,760 hours in a year.
Yeah, but you were there for 3 years.
No, I was there for 2.5 years. So times 2.5. That's
Oh, so
21.
we're gonna get technical. Okay.
21,900 hours is how long I lived in Vietnam. Okay, so now, 12 years you were in Vietnamese school, right?
About.
Okay, there's so there's 52 weeks in a year. 52 times 12, right? That's 624. No, wait. I'm doing this wrong. So you did this for 12 years. There's 52 weeks in a year, and you did it for 2 hours a week. So 52 times 2 is 104 hours a year. Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So 104 hours a year.
Times 12.
Times 12. Is that right? 104 times 12. That doesn't seem right. 1,248 hours of Vietnamese school.
Well, okay. So there's 12 months in a year. If every month, and there's 52 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, wait. 52 weeks, but times 2, because I did it for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
52 times 2. And that's how many hours?
That's 104 hours a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Times
did
12 years.
Yeah.
But that doesn't count. First of all.
So we have 1,248 hours
versus my 21 hours living in Vietnam.
21, get it right.
21,000 hours.
21,000 hours living in Vietnam, surrounded by Vietnamese, and I was only taught 1,240. I'm not even in the tens yet. Even if I did my math wrong, even if I times it by 10 again, I would still not make it to her amount. I'll be lenient. I'll add an extra 10.
Jacqueline, the first year of my life, I didn't even speak, and I wasn't taught shit. Yeah,
but you were, but
I was immersed in it. What do you think Vietnamese temple is? You were immersed in that culture way more than I was.
You were in that country though. In the end, I was able to poop and Cam was wrong.
I don't know. I don't think like mathematically it seems logical, but it's bullshit. It's Jacqueline's 5 pounds of shit. That is not why my Vietnamese is better, because I'm just better. You know what it is? I'm actually very good with languages. I should have been a linguist.
Yeah.
Like
I think you naturally pick up language really well.
I just naturally pick it up because you know what it is? I don't know what it is, but I think I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I like the different dialects, different tones, and just the way I like to interact with people.
Yeah.
And the best way to interact with people, aside from food, is learning their language and their culture.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you get very immersed into the language.
Absolutely.
You really enjoy, you know, the different sounds, the different accents.
I do.
And you really enjoy hearing that. Whereas me, it just kind of goes through one ear and out the other.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you really absorb the language into your mind.
I do.
Yeah. Whereas like it's the same with physics. Like I really enjoy physics, so that maybe that's why I'm good at physics.
This is physics.
Exactly.
For me.
This is Vietnamese. But yeah, thanks for coming. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you made it to the end, like and comment peaches. If you made it all the way to the end, write peaches, and we'll know that you made it to the end.
No one's gonna write peaches.
Somebody, if you made it to the end, please write peaches. Husband, that's you. I feel like my husband and Danny, her boyfriend, should be the only two that at least can write peaches. Like y'all better be.
Alright, let's
like,
just put more hope in
it.
Charlie.
And don't go and say like. All right,
share, and come back. All right.
Ring the bell. Like, subscribe, and share. Ring the bell.